Hey guys, I am Dudsazawal and welcome to my very first episode of Kamicraft. Just to start this show off, I figured I would just kind of give you a little tour around base. Got a couple things I wanted to work on here, so I figured it'd be a good place to start off. When you come through my nether port, this is kind of where I've been hanging out, as I refer to the giant hole in the mountain. I really wanted to go for the dark theme in this base. I'm normally a really bright lit up area kind of guy, so I wanted to go totally different in this one. And I started digging, found this ginormous lake here, and I knew I had to build around it. So what I did is I went ahead and did a tire glass floor and then lit up with redstone lamps down there so everyone who came in could see just how enormous this lake was. On the wall, I just kind of wanted to design because I didn't have any real plans to expand the base in that direction. I do have plans for maybe going out that way and doing a tree farm or something like that. Over here is kind of my mine shaft. What I've got going on is when you drop down, this is just kind of like your early entry stuff. I've got like spare supplies sitting in here, and I've found that when I would be digging, I'd get full inventory, but I didn't want to stop mining, so what I do is I come over here, I throw all my items in here, and it's got the minecart chests. When that gets full items, it'll take it all the way up to the top for you. As you see the tracks just running right next to it, it'll work its way all the way up to the top. When it gets to the top, it'll dump it off in these chests. When you come up to the second floor, it's mainly my storage area right here, and I've got a silo system here and a smelting area over here. This silo system's kind of going to be what we're working on in the first episode. I can see my smooth stone is kind of maxed out, and that's kind of bad because I've got a lot of digging left to do on this base, so I wanted to expand this whole silo system. I'm thinking I'm going to do it on the first floor. Matter of fact, this entire second floor is probably just going to get redone. I'm not happy with the way it's turning out. It doesn't really fit with what I've got going over there, and I prefer that design more than I do these half slabs. On the third floor, I really haven't worked on. I've got this area which is kind of a temporary bedroom, and then I figured this would end up being an enchanted area, and this is going to be a automated pushing area. But for today, what we're going to start off with is moving my silo system I have here on the second floor down to this first floor right here. I'm going to dig this guy out. I think I'm going to do smooth stone, cobblestone, netherrack, probably some sand and hardened clay also. And I'll have it so whenever I'm putting stuff away in my storage room, I can just dump it in a chest up there and it'll automatically come down into this area. Because my big problem with that guy right there is I have an item elevator, and for some reason those redstone item elevators are just lagging me pretty bad. So I figured if I can move everything down here, have it load from the top, that'll help relieve some of my lag issues. But for now, I guess what I'm going to really need to start on is just dig another hole like we always do. So I'm going to take a quick cut and be back in 1 second. Alright guys, and we're back, and things have happened. Since the last time we recorded my short clip before we started digging out this little area right here, 1.9 released. Yes, the combat update released, and it is awesome, and it is not awesome in the fact that it broke things. You come over here to my elevator, it is not functional anymore. It's just total crap. So we've got that going on. Let me get this out of here. I hate how the shields kind of block up so much of the screen, get the armor back on. But yeah, so elevator not working now. Having to use my ladder I used when I was building the elevator to get up and down. But here it is. Here's the area we dug out for our bulk storage system. I had several different designs. This clip's actually being recorded about 2 days after the first one we recorded together. I had several different versions where it was only like 2 or 3 different items, and I had the indicator lights and all that good stuff. But it turns out I had a lot of stuff I wanted to have bulk storage for, so I needed something that was tileable horizontally. So what I went with was the same old sorting system you see in all of the farms, and then I stacked the chests like this as a way to give me the same effect of a silo and still be tileable. And what I'm going to do is on this top chest right here, I'm just going to go ahead and put some comparators and redstone and all that stuff, and maybe put an indicator light up towards the top saying, hey, this chest is full, and all that stuff. And that lets me know that that group is full. Like this row right here is probably going to be smooth stone, hardened clay, and then we're going to do sand, andesite, cobblestone, 2 times of that, and that'll kind of fill up this room. All this stuff back here is just going to be kind of empty room. We'll figure out a way to clean this up to make it look good, because I'm thinking we're going to have glass, like a glass wall, so you can see in there. And I think I'm going to do the same design I did with this wall and the wall I did when you first came in. But let's go ahead and let me go up the ladder since my elevator is not working. We'll go ahead and come up here. What I've done is we can actually go ahead and show you why I did this. So this is the old silo system. You go ahead and you put your smooth stone or cobblestone in there, and it takes it back there and sorts it out for you. We'll throw the cobble in there for showcase, and you should hear the item elevator click here in a second. There it goes. And you see it starts jerking the screen around and gets a little laggy, and I just wasn't a fan of that. And it's pretty much, I've determined it's from the elevator. It doesn't do it moving through the hoppers or anything. I even put the furnaces on the hoppers as a way to try to prevent the furnace or the hopper lag. It's not that. It's just from this item elevator. I was trying to make it 1.9 friendly, and it's really just not friendly to my PC. So that's why I went ahead and decided to go down there. And doing that, what I've done is I took my chest I was using for food, and that's now going to be the silo sorting system. So what's going to happen is you just come in here, you throw the stuff that's going to be in the silo. It's a trap chest, so it won't start pulling until you go ahead and close it. You come down here. Oh, and the down button is working on the elevator though. Come over here and you can see the lights off. So this should be filling up with smooth stone. And that's basically it. What we're going to do is we're going to replicate this, I think 4 more times. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. And then I'll get our entire system done. And when I get back, we'll talk about what we're going to do to design it, make this area look nice. Because I can't have a half-finished area. It's just not going to work. Okay, so went ahead, got the sorting system in. It is fully operational. We got cobblestone in the end, netherrack there, andesite there, sand, hardened clay, and then our smooth stone are in these guys. I've been testing this one out a lot because what I've got here is a little indicator light. I wanted to know when one of these rows were full. And so what I've come up with, you guys may have noticed on my sorting machine, I added an extra row of hoppers. And what I've got is a comparator coming out of this thing. Now when this thing is like it is now, it just stops before it gets to this repeater. But when it gets anything over the 41 inside of it, it goes ahead and hits that repeater, and it'll turn that repeater on, which hits that block, which will turn the redstone lamp on. And that'll let us know when this whole column of chests are full and it's moving on to the next one, or it's going into our overflow. I'm going to add an overflow off into this corner. It's just basically going to do the dropper into a lava and just constantly repeat. That way we don't have anything getting backed up in the system and messing it all up. Yeah, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and carry this design off. Oh, that sucks. But anyways, yes, this is going to be our little indicator letting us know when each column is full. But over here, like I said, I wanted to put in the overflow, and I went ahead and off camera kind of started, but I realized a lot of people kind of do their overflows a little different. so I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys how I do mine. What I do is, usually I do 2, 3, however many hoppers I need to out from my whole area. I usually put my dropper facing down, closing like that. We're going to have lava underneath there, but we're going to do that in a second. I come up here and I kind of ironed it out, because what I'm wanting to do is I really want to start using iron to put my redstone on, just because I'm OCD and I think it looks good. So what I do is I do a comparator, repeater, redstone back to the comparator, and then off of that redstone I come across and I do that. And what will happen is when we get items going into there, it flicks across. I do want to slow these guys down, but that's it. Okay, so we went ahead, we got our trash can in, we're going through, we're going to have half slabs already at. Here's a neat little tip I found that you guys probably already know, and I'm being a total noob, but when you have a chest with a hopper underneath it, if you put a solid block on top, yes, you can't open the chest, but also the hopper itself won't pull anything out. I found that out. I ran countless tests and I was like, why is my stuff not coming through? It turns out if you have a solid block on top of a chest, hopper will not pull anything out. It just kind of sits there, won't go in. So that's why we're running with half slabs up here. And so like the design, what I'm thinking of, I think I'm going to outline it in the andesite. We've got a lot of andesite outlining pretty much everything in the base. And then like I said, we're going to use glass to kind of view all the chests, even though we know we're not going to be able to open the chests or anything like that. Shouldn't be a problem because everything comes down to these chests anyways. But yes, we're going to have glass, and I'm thinking for the sides, I use the same design I used here in the elevator. I think I'm going to go dark oak stairs with some half slabs and maybe use black stained clay. Alright guys, I went ahead and got this wall done. I got rid of the half slabs that we were going to do in the design. It just looked too busy. It's such a small space. I just went ahead and went in something simple, kept the oaks or dark oak stairs going through, used some dark clay. Went ahead and finished putting all the half slabs. It's got a redstone that lights up our lamps. It's really cool because when this thing's working, these lamps light up, pretty much lets you know which sorting system's going then. So it's pretty awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish off this side, pretty much get this entire thing done and wrapped. And I think I might go ahead and work on decorating the exterior part of this area and get it all done. I'm really OCD, so I'd like it to kind of go ahead and at least line up with the storage room up there. I know I'm going to kind of do a total redesign of the second floor, with pretty much the only thing not moving is the elevator, and hopefully I can get that fixed soon. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that other wall done. Then we'll come back, we'll talk about what we want to do out here, see how we want things to line up there, and all that good stuff. Alright guys, and we're back. And this is kind of what it looked like using my idea of copying the window design from here and bringing it to this area. When I got done with it, I wasn't sure about it, so I took the night and slept on it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's too much going on. You really don't know there's chests behind it till you get up close. I even removed our dark oak stairs that were here on the side just because you couldn't even see them. So what I'm thinking about doing is just removing all this glass. We're going to go one color, kind of like we did over here with the minecart track. I think about just going gray glass all the way up. So let me get my silk touch. Do one row right here, kind of give you guys an idea of what we're going to go with. There we go. Get our gray stained glass. So I'm thinking we just go gray stained all the way down. Get our item frame. Try it one more time. Put our item frame there. And I want to say I've got a pillar up the item frames, just don't like it from down there. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. It's not as fancy as that, but I think less busy the better. That's kind of the way it's been this entire build. Alright, and for the floor design, I think I'm going to go ahead, again, using the idea from over there, drop this down half a step so I don't have to worry about mob spawning. I think we're going to use dark oak slabs and half slabs and kind of do a pattern kind of like this, where we got 4 in the center. Get rid of this torch. Kind of do a design like this, and it will extend it out and such. I lost my torches. Okay, and then for the walls, just going to kind of do a little bit of a copy and paste from over there. So we'll grab our dark oak. Dark oak's kind of the theme of this build if you haven't figured that out yet. But we'll bring it down like so. Do our andesite. Like that. Of course we'll do our cobble walls all the way up, and then over here on the sides, this design is straight from the elevator. I was going to replicate in there, but I didn't end up liking it. So yeah, we'll just do half slabs down on both sides. If I could actually click right, that would be nice. And then where's our stairs? We'll do our stair pattern like that all the way up. I'll go ahead and replicate on that side. I'll get the floor in. I think the ceiling we're just going to go straight dark oak. I'm not a big fan of doing a lot of patterns on the ceiling. Maybe a little bit just to get some kind of light down in this area. Alright guys, so I just meant to change the glass and do some of the floor, maybe some of the wall, give you guys a sneak peek of what was coming, and I might have got a little carried away. Yes, I went ahead and I finished it. So this is our finished product. This is what we were aiming for from the beginning. The gray glass looks awesome. The floor pattern looks sweet. It ties in really well with the walls, which obviously ties in with the elevator wall because we stole it from there. I had the odd lighting glitch from the half slabs from the sea lanterns on the floor above. So I tried to put glowstone and I wrapped them in the trapdoors because now that we've got the new trapdoor mechanic in 1.9, and I think it looks really sharp. I do really like how this came out. I can't wait to start seeing some of the lights going off, letting us know we're working pretty good. I love the new chest down to 1.9 also. Okay, I gotta stop. But yep, that's it. Good hard day's work. I know this was just 20 minutes for you guys, but I think this took 4 days for me, off and on, between the server getting updated and crashing a couple times. But that's it. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. This is a brand new channel. We need as many subscriptions as possible. But thanks guys.